Look. Yeah.
I think it sounds fantastic.
Will make your brain explode and your ears cry for mercy.
I think it sounds fantastic.
And it makes a swell gift too, don't it?
This is the Korg Prologue 16, but you could do that same exact patch on a Prologue 8, I think. What I think about this synth, if you're like me, you got gas. Gear acquisition syndrome, I think is what it's called. A lot of people bash this synth because they say it doesn't have enough modulation.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Why everybody wants to modulate? You know, if you listen to songs that use synth patches that are popular songs, they're not highly modulated paths. You know, they're pretty fast modulations. Well, what's this one sound like? That's all I'm gonna play so I don't get a copyright strike, but that sounds great. It just sounds good. So, if you want a great sounding analog synth, this thing's fantastic. However, I will say, don't buy it new. Get it used, because everybody's bashing on these.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Just because the market's got so many other fantastic synths. Oh, R.I.P. Dave Smith. I lust after the Prophet. I want a Prophet 6 bad. But, you know, those are north of $3,000. I got this less than $900 because it was used. I think it was cheap because the case was a little bit tweaked. What in the world? This thing's tweaked. And it had the original operating system in it. So I fixed the case, downloaded the new operating system, and it's fantastic. I just like how it sounds. So, 2 thumbs up, Korg. I like this thing. It's a sleeper synth. It will be a classic. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of modulation on it at all. You've heard that, read that 100 times, I bet. But it does sound good. I'm trying to get this frame straight on this Korg Prologue 16. The original problem is when it's sitting on the table, it was cocked so it won't sit level, and it wobbled like a cheap cafeteria table, like one of those Formica tables with the 4 legs that you got to put sugar packets under one end to stop the table from wobbling. I hate that. Especially when you're playing keyboards, you can't live with that. So anyway, these are the feet. They go here. And they got these, oh crap. these real crappy plastic wobble out mounts, you know. The screw goes through this foot. And then you tighten the screw, these little ears open up and they pinch it in right here. So I took all these sheet metal screws out, and then I loosened every screw I could get to on the back. I got this one just in finger tight. This one is the keyboard retainer. So this whole piece comes off. Now you can see the keyboard. Caution, risk of electric shock, do not open. I'm gonna risk it. Let me pull out this plate. Look. Yeah, I wouldn't call that a sturdy build. It is metal, but that's not sturdy. Voila, here's the inside of the Korg Prologue. Well, since I got it torn down this far, I figured I might as well show you. Let's focus in. Obviously, these are the voice cards. Dinky tiny power supply. Most of the frame is sheet metal. This black anodized sheet metal. The end cheeks, the wooden end cheeks, they're held on with this screw, and there's probably an L bracket back here, but you can see how wobbly this is. Yeah, they say it's metal and wood, but it's sheet metal and thin wood, so I wouldn't say it's a robust build. It's not terrible, but it's not like a real old vintage heavy duty synth that could survive a nuclear explosion. The only thing that holds the keyboard in is that plate on top and the front, the cowl, that black cowl. That's the only thing that holds this in. Anyway, I got it unscrewed. I did get down in here and undo these screws for the end cheeks. I'm just trying to see if it's tweaked or it's bent. Well, it is bent. So I did the old, let's bend it till it's square. And I got it totally square now. And I'm gonna reassemble. I'm gonna go through and start torquing everything back down. Oh, by the way, when you do this, use screwdrivers that fit. You don't want the ends worn off so that you can keep the shoulders of the screws intact. If you get the right size screwdriver, I doubt people could even tell you were ever in the thing. It's like this end's bent up, so I'm going to do a tweak on it. Now that's high. That's square. So let's tighten some more screws down. Tight.
Tight. Tight. Tight.
Back here I got a piece of wood just like this sitting on the back of the frame that's holding the knobs off the table. Because I'm trying to square these two front corners with the back of the frame. Yeah, it's nice and square again. So I've got a lot more of the fasteners tightened. I'll keep tightening them and check for wobble. Yep. So how many screws do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Is it still square? Yes. Now, I'm gonna, just like heads on a car, I'm going to start in the middle and start tightening out. So let's get the center one snug. Still square. Okay. Everything's tight. All the screws are back in. Let's see if it sits square. Yes, finally, it sits square. So what I might do, get a piece of wood, stain it up nice and make a bottom plate to help keep this thing square. Build quality, yeah, it's all right. Is this roadworthy? Hell no, heck no. If you drop this once, which I suspect that's what happened, it'll tweak it. And you don't want electronic boards tweaking, right? Now everything on this works. But, you know, let's wipe her down and go plug her in.